Have you ever really thought about how AI assistants are actually built? Well, today we are pulling back the curtain on AI agent development. We're going to go from the basic idea all the way to a full blueprint for making your own digital helper. So let's just start with this question. What if you could build your very own digital assistant? I'm not just talking about a simple chatbot, one that just answers questions. I mean an agent that actually gets stuff done for you. That's the journey we're kicking off right now.
Okay, so to build one, we've got to understand the big idea behind them first. Let's really nail down what we mean when we say AI agent.
At its heart, an AI agent is just an autonomous program. The best way to think about it is like a digital employee. You give it a goal, and it has the power to understand that goal, make decisions, and then actually perform tasks to get it done. See, that's what makes it different from a chatbot. An agent is a doer.
And you gotta know, not all agents are created equal. They exist on this whole spectrum. On one end, you have simple agents that just follow strict rules, perfect for sorting emails or something repetitive. But on the other end, you get these complex learning agents that can adapt to really vague goals, like planning your entire vacation from scratch. It's a huge range of what they can do.
So we know what an agent is, but how do we actually build one? Well, it all starts with designing its brain. This is the blueprint for its intelligence.
And here's something that might surprise you. The most crucial part isn't some crazy complex code. It's this. The single most important part of building an agent is writing a clear instruction. Yep, everything starts with simple, clear human language.
Now this process of writing instructions, it has a fancy name, prompt engineering. But please don't let that term scare you off. It really just boils down to 3 simple steps. First, you define a super clear goal. Second, you write out the specific instructions to get there. And third, you just keep refining those instructions until they are crystal clear. That's it. That's the core of it.
And here's the best part. You don't even have to be a programmer to do this anymore. No-code AI platforms have totally changed the game. They have these visual, drag-and-drop interfaces, tons of pre-built templates. They let you connect all these powerful tools and build agents without writing a single line of code. It's amazing.
Okay, so we have the brain. But a brain can't do much without a way to interact with the world, right? So now, we need to give our agent some superpowers by putting together its toolkit.
It's a really simple concept, but it's so important. An agent is only as powerful as its tools. The intelligence inside is crucial, yeah, but its ability to actually interact with the digital world is what makes it truly useful.
So how does it interact? Through things called APIs and plugins. Now, all these are connectors. Just think of them as the eyes, ears, and hands for your agent. They let it reach outside of itself, use other apps, and get live, up-to-the-minute data from all over the internet.
So what does that mean in practice? It means your agent can suddenly do real things in the world. It can check live stock prices, or dive into your email to send a message, or even manage your calendar. These tools are literally the bridge between the agent's brain and the real world.
And under the hood, the way it handles all this information is pretty straightforward. Info comes in as an input. The agent's brain processes it to figure out what to do, and then it produces an output. That's the result you wanted. Input, process, output. That's the basic loop.
All right, we have the brain and we have the tools. Now for the final section, bringing our agent to life. This is like the assembly line, where all the pieces finally click together to create a working system.
So this assembling line process is called an agent workflow. And it's just what it sounds like. The step-by-step sequence of actions the agent follows to get from point A, your request, to point B, the final result. It's the agent's game plan.
Let's just walk through a simple workflow. It starts with you making a request. Then the agent thinks and plans out its steps. After that, it acts on the plan by using its tools, like an API to check the weather. And finally, you get the result. It's a really clear, logical flow. And how you kick off that whole workflow can be different too. You can give a direct, one-time command like, find the cheapest flight to New York. Or you could start a more conversational back-and-forth chat. The best agents, they're designed to handle both.
And building an agent is never really a one-and-done thing. It's all about this, the improvement loop. You test your agent with some tasks, you look at the results, and then you go back and tweak its instructions and workflows to make it smarter. You just repeat this cycle and your agent gets better and better over time. So let's just quickly recap.
We went from writing a simple, clear prompt to build the brain, to giving it superpowers with tools, and finally, putting it all together in a complex workflow. You now have the complete blueprint for building an AI agent.
So that's the blueprint, from the core idea right to the final assembly. Now that you've got the fundamentals down, there's really only one question left, isn't there? What will you build first?